Welcome back, everybody. I am Renovate, your host, and today, guys, is episode number 6. Number 6! Can't believe we're already on episode number 6, but we are. So we're just moving right along. This is my new room. I'm not going to show it to you right now. I'll show it to you in a minute. Thank you to those that subscribed the past couple of days. I appreciate it. Hopefully I got back to your channels and subbed back. So that's my new thing. If you guys subscribe to my channel, I will subscribe to yours. Even if you don't have any subscribers or videos, I will subscribe because I know how it feels not to have any subscribers for a while. So let's just keep the growth going. And if you would, please click that like button on any of the videos that you watch. And yeah, also join Twitter. Lets me get in contact with you easily, and if I start doing some live feeds, I can just post it on there and you guys can know. So yeah, let's get started, guys. Episode number 6. Woo-hoo. First thing I want to show is the new AE room. So I know I posted this last episode and I didn't have any of this completely set up, but it is set up now. And all I gotta do is put my materials in here. So let's say we put some gold. It's gonna start taking the gold. It's gonna put it in this one. It's gonna make a bunch of chips, and it's gonna send the chips all the way down here to the back. And what are we missing? Looks like we're missing redstone. Let's go upstairs real quick and get some redstone. I added an elevator to go right up because I got tired of walking down to the end of the hallway. I know it's lazy, but sometimes you just gotta make things simpler. I don't know. Let me. It seems like the music is a little bit loud. There we go. Let's turn the volume down. Let's make some redstone real quick. I thought I had got some started. There it is. Let's take this downstairs. And right here. And let's throw that into the chest. So if we throw the redstone in there, it's going to get sucked all the way up to the boss, this last one. And it's going to complete these chips. I think that's the only thing we're missing. So take that one, yeah. So we're going to start making some more chips here. So everything's automated. If I need them to be charged, I just throw them up there and they go through there. So that's cool. This is our crystal growth accelerator. That's all set up. So I just drop the seeds in here, and they make what is it? It makes the pure form. So it makes the pure form of the Certus quartz, which I think is what these are made of right here, which I don't have any. It also makes the pure flux, I believe, and I think that's it. Yeah. I also noticed instead of making these growth accelerators, these 4 here, they have this thing right here called a crystal growth chamber, which is AE2 stuff, which just takes 2 more of these and then some pretty simple stuff, and you just feed your seeds into this, I guess. Instead of having to drop them all the time. So I think we'll make one of those here pretty soon. But got our ME controller there. We got some energy storage things up above the ceiling so you can't see them. So we got a little bit of AE2 stuff working. Let's go upstairs real quick and show you what has changed up here. I don't know if I showed this last episode, but this is to make the soul shards. And I went ahead and made one just for the Enderman guys, or Enderman, the Wither Skellies. So we'll eventually have like a powered spawner through that. All the chests are gone and cleaned up. It made the room look a little bit nicer, and we got an AE2 system set up here with 316 drives. So we just started putting all our stuff in there. So it made it look a little bit nicer. I kept this one out because it's got just a bunch of useless crap in it, and I don't really know what I want to do with that. We might end up putting it in here. We'll just make a couple more drives, but I haven't really mined or anything. The Digiminer is all by itself. We really haven't gone out and gotten any ores or anything. So when we need them, we'll go get them. So yeah, I think that's all that has changed up here. Nothing's changed with the spawners or anything like that. The big change for everybody to see is downstairs in the opposite room. So I've been working on Botania, and so I didn't really want to record all the beginnings of Botania because if most of you have played, the beginnings of Botania are kind of boring. You make these pure daisies by finding the white flowers out there, and then you I think you take 4 of these and you put them in the petal apothecary, and my bucket's missing. Where's my bucket? There's my bucket. So yeah, you just plop them in there and then drop in some seeds, and they make one of these pure daisies, and these pure daisies is what you use to make the living rock and the living wood. And so you use stone for this, and you use any type of wood. The only thing is you have to place the wood vertical, so we have to do it like this. Boom, boom, boom. You can't just place it this way because it won't work. It's kind of weird. So we'll make some living wood with that while we're waiting. To get our mana started, I really didn't have a place. I was thinking about doing just some. Actually, no, we were talking about doing the Botania room on that side, but we went and put it over here. And if I just fly out here, I'll show you what's going on. I originally had my plants on the top, but it just took too much distance to get them all down here. So I put them here, which is a lot closer actually to where I'm wanting to go. And if I go down here and click on this bad boy, well, it was completely filled, so now it's not. But when I logged on earlier, it was completely filled. So you can see that these pools, that mana spreader is kind of log jammed. So let's go up to this one, and it's not. The pool is empty. That's good. And this one has nothing in it, but there's kind of the process. It's getting up here, and it's coming through here. And originally it started dumping out here, but it's actually dumping into this now. So I did a mana distributor, and we got 4 mana pools around it. And what it does is as mana comes in, instead of it clicking it into one pool or another, it distribute it equally. Man, that's a weird thing to say. I did have some hydrangeas going, just the normal ones, but I decided to make this little tower with water in it, and all this is glass covers, and it's on the outside of the block so that you can get all the water inside, and these floating things can actually be placed on the corner because these glass things aren't connected here at the corner, so this isn't taking up a block. So I made a bunch of these floating hydrangeas, and if we go over to is it in this one? No, it's over here in this one. So if we go over here in this one, to make the floating ones, basically you take, well, first of all, you have to go get some bunch of grass. So you got to get a, what's this thing called? Shears. Go out and shear some grass, bring the grass in here, drop it in the pool. The pool turns it into these things here, pasture seeds. So then you take your pasture seeds and you take a just a standard. Here, I'll just go ahead and do it since we're going to be talking about Botania for a little bit. If I pick, that's not a Botania flower. This blue one is though. Let's grab this one. And did we get it? We did not get it. Where did it go? How about that green one? Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Good. Let's go. So what you do with this is you got to turn it into a glimmering one. And once you have it glimmering just takes 2 glowstone. So you take the plant, put it like this, you take 2 glowstone, put it like that, and it turns into a glimmering green flower. Now it doesn't matter which flower you use, but this is the recipe, these 3 blocks here. So if we do this, this, and this, and we put it in a crafting table like this, and this, and this, it gives us a floating green flower. So it doesn't matter what type of flower it is. It could be floating purple, floating blue, and then we take any of our flowers that we want. And the hydrangea is a flower that you have to actually make. You take the hydrangea, put it like that, and then you get a floating hydrangea. So that's pretty cool. So we'll take this one and we'll actually put it, let's see if we can put it, we don't have any more space, so we'll have to save this one until we get enough space because I don't want to remove that block right there actually. So let's go ahead and put this back here in the chest. And if you look around, I really don't need any more mana because we're going to be building some stuff that's going to be producing even more mana, so we'll have to figure out what to do with that. So if you look in your Botania book, the best thing to do is start here and just read all the stuff right here, and most likely the good things are all the stuff that's in italics. The stuff here isn't that much of importance, and then just keep going down the list. So if you do that, you'll end up making some pretty cool stuff right off the bat. But if you go to the floras, if you go to hydrangeas, this tells you what it says, how the hydrangeas work, and basically they suck in water if it's a still water source beside it. Now I know it says a 3x3 area, but hold on, I actually clicked on the wrong button. There we go. It actually works on the 2x2 area, so I mean, I guess we could do a 3x3 area, but these things are working fine. So we're going to keep it that way. It's a little bit more compact, and it doesn't take up as much space in this little room that I got. And that's why we were expanding back here, and we're actually going to do a little room here. We'll talk about that later too. But yeah, that's the hydrangeas, and if you go and look, it tells you how to make them. It takes pink flowers, cyan flowers, a cyan mana petal, and a blue mana petal, and a mystic blue petal. Now to get the regular blue petals to turn into mana petals, you just take a petal, let's just say the cyan one, and you just drop it in here, like this. You just boop, and it comes back, and if you look now, it's a cyan mana petal. So anytime that the recipe calls for something that you can actually see that it's a little bit different, it's a little bit darker. So when you do those, they do get a little bit darker, and so that's how you make those. So that's the basics of making plants and stuff. You'll just have to go through and read which plants that you want to make. The day blooms produce mana during the daytime. The nightshade produces mana during the nighttime, and all these other ones produce mana based on something that you give it. So like the Indo Flame, I think that it absorbs blocks that you drop near it. Yes, it does, right there. So you could set up a dropper and drop, you know, certain types of blocks. It kind of tells what you can use to make, or what you can use to drop. Let's go back. There's things called thermal lilies that uses lava, and there's the recipe for that. A little bit more complicated. You gotta make some runes. We're going to be getting into some runes on this episode, because there's one thing that we do want to make, and if we go back, it's in this area here, and we want to make the Band of Mana, which pretty much allows you to carry a mana around with you on a ring. It's kind of cool. And then we actually want to make the Sojourner Sash, which actually allows you to move pretty fast. Increases your movement speed and jump height. So even though we already have feather falling on our boots and stuff, and we can fly, I think it'd be really cool to go a little bit faster, because it just seems like we're moving a little bit slow since we got rid of our artifact boots, which gave us a little speed boost. So that's something we're going to get today. So let me get a couple things set up, guys, and we'll get started on a little bit of Botania. Okay, be right back. Alright, guys, so after some internet problems, we are back. And so I got this stuff to make. We're going to make this Sojourner Sash today. And one of the things we need to do is take this mana and start pumping it over here. So we need to get a mana spreader, which I have right here. And I'm just going to set it right there, and then we're going to take our stick. And when you make your stick, it's basically 2 of these makes 1 stick, and you need 3 sticks and 2 flowers. So you put stick, 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 and then 2 flower petals here, and you get a wand of the forest, and that pretty much lets you do what you need. So there's 2 modes. If you shift click down, you'll see it says function mode and bind mode. We want bind mode, so we want to shift click this and tell it to shoot over here. So it's going to take this mana and it's going to shoot it over here. So hopefully it's shooting it over there. Accepting mana from items. I think that's right. We'll see. So let's get our book out and let's see what we need. So we need to make a rune of air. So we need 3 mana steel ingots, a string, a feather, and some carpet. So we need to get 3 of these. Let's just put them down here in our bar. So we need 1, 2, 3, and a string, and a feather. And is that it? What was the other thing we needed? String, feather, and carpet. So we need carpet. Let's put the carpet down here. Carpet. Let's put that right there, and then to knock it all off, we need 1 piece of living rock. So all you got to do on this is just throw these things on here, and they start to float. Whoops! I got to turn my magnet off. That's one thing I don't like about Botania, is your magnets. So, all right. So all you got to do is walk up to this thing and press, and you'll start to see them rotate. Now I got this up against a wall, so I don't really think that's going to matter. Hopefully the ingot will come back out. Whoops. Let's pick that back up and throw it. There we go. And it doesn't matter what order you put them in either. So, did we do too many? One's going in. Hopefully we didn't do too many. I forget how many ingots we had. Let's go ahead and throw this one on there, though. I don't know how you get them back off. Maybe use your stick. Let's see if we use your stick. I think I had 8. Let's do this. Poop. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Actually, I bet if we did this, it would suck them in. Let's try that. Here. Nope. That doesn't work. Alright, let's turn that off. Let's just break this. Bam. Okay. Let's start over. Yes, I did have 8, so good call. So let's put this back down. Actually, let's put it... That's fine having it there. And we're going to tell this thing to keep shooting over here. It's shooting over there good. So we're going to throw 1, 2, 3, one of these, and one of these. And we're going to click it with our wand. Boom. And as you can see in the middle of my screen, it's got a little rune of air. And it doesn't look like it's getting any mana. So let's take this off. And let's put it here, and we're gonna go like this, and now you can see that bar is going like a little clock. So when that gets all the way around, we're gonna throw a piece of living rock right in the middle. You'll see a bunch of lightning bolts pop up here, and then that's when the magic is done. So, and this is shooting a tremendous amount of mana. Look at that, a nice steady stream. This thing is just about ready. So we're going to make Rune of Air, and I think the other one was Rune of Earth, maybe? Let's check in our book while we're waiting. So we needed that one, and we needed the Rune of Earth. Yep, so we needed stone, a block of coal, and a mushroom, and we have all those things. So here's our mushroom, here's our block of coal, and here's a piece of stone. So we got everything ready. And let's see if this is ready. This is ready, so all we gotta do is throw a piece of living rock on it, like this. Boom. And then click it with our wand. Bam. There we go. So we got 3 runes of air. So let's go put those over here in the chest. And let's do the next ritual. So the next ritual requires 3 ingots again, and then these 3 things. So let's try it again. So let's do 1, 2. Oops, that one fell down on the ground. There we go. 2, 3. There we go. And then the mushroom, and the block of coal, and then a piece of stone. And then click with your wand. Bam. And let's get that thing rolling. One of the things I wanted to make back here, in this little room here, is an area that grows flowers. And Botania's got a couple cool contraptions that allow you to not only grow flowers automatically, but they also harvest the flowers automatically with some drums and some other things. So we'll probably set one of those up eventually, just so we don't have to go find the flowers. The cool thing is, if I go to the mining age, and I'll show you here in a minute, if you go to the mining age, it's free for all on flowers. I mean, there's flowers everywhere, so I'm not too concerned about getting flowers right now. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. And click that. So we got our Rune of Earth. Cool. So we got our Rune of Earth, Rune of Air, and let's see what we need to finish the sash. Let's go back. Boom. Sojourner sash. So we need mana steel ingot, 4 leathers, a Rune of Earth, and a Rune of Air. So let's go ahead and get 1 of each. 1, 2, and then so we needed the leather. Why do I only have 3? I thought we had more. Let me check my bag. Where's my bag? There it is. Nope. Odd. Let's check this bag. that's weird because maybe it didn't even register because I was having some internet issues. I just went and killed a bunch of cows, so that's unfortunate that I didn't get those, and it's going to require 4. Let's just fly out here real fast because I don't want to go, keeps me on my toes. So let's go ahead and make this. So we need that, and that, and where's that, and that, and then I think it was like that. Bam. That's probably not even close. Let's look. Actually, let's just type it in. Let's just type in sash. There we go. So we want this. Let's just make it like that. Okay, so equipable in the belt slot. Press B for Bobble's menu. So let's put in our belt slot like this, and bam. So now we have it, and watch this. Oh. Are we moving a little bit faster? Seems like we're moving a little bit faster. I can't really tell. I don't think we are. It doesn't seem like we are at all. I don't know if it needs mana. It might. Well, that was kind of cool right there. Does it seem like we're running faster? I don't think we're running faster. Yeah, we might need the Ring of Mana. Let's look at what that is real quick. Does it tell that you need it, actually? Traversing terrain sometimes proves to be a hassle. The sash can be equipped in the belt slot and be worn will increase the movement speed. Fall damage. This power comes at a small mana cost, so we don't have any mana. So that's why we have to make a mana belt. So let's go back to our belts, and we want to make a band of mana. What does it take? Oh, wow. So it takes a bunch of these, and it takes one of those. So what does it take to make one of those? Oh, that's not bad. We got all that stuff. So let's just take some of our iron, and let's drop. And we got enough mana steel? Nope. A couple more. Let's just do them all. And then we need to make a, let's take an ender pearl, and let's drop that in there. Bam, got that. So what else do we need? That's going to be that. So let's go ahead and make that. Whoops. So we're going to need living stone and this. It's going to give us a mana tablet. And that mana tablet basically stores a bunch of mana. And I believe it takes half a mana pool. So let's see how much is actually in this one. That one's a little bit past half, so there'll be a little bit left. So I think we just right click on it maybe. Is that working? No. Just drop it in there maybe. Let's drop it in there. Pick it back up. Let's drop it in there. There we go. Whoops. Let's drop it in there. Walk away. Walk away. So it's gonna suck in all that mana. That's good. And it should take almost all that mana out of that thing. So let's see what else we need to make the other one. Let's go back. Mana tablet. Ring of Mana. Why is it not showing us the Ring of Mana? Bam. Ring of Mana. There. So we need this full and then 4. So we got enough. So let's check up on this. And it is fully charged. So let's take that over here. Put that in the middle. Surround it with those things, and it didn't do anything. Well, that's odd. Alright, so it is an empty one, so we're going to go ahead and make that. And then, I guess, I don't know how it charges. I don't know if you just toss it in here. I'm new to Botania, so let's just see. Throw it in there. Is it doing anything? Whoops. Yeah, it charged it. That's cool. Pick it up again. Throw it in there. Alright, it's going to charge it. And then we're going to have this. It's going to be charged. That's kind of cool. I don't see a mana in our mana bar, though. think that's charged yet. Yeah, let's just go ahead and stick it in there. So, where did it go? There it is. This gives us night vision. We don't need that anymore. Let's put this here. Now did we run fast? I would say that's a little bit faster. That's awesome. Cool. Alright, so we got those things. That's good. And I didn't really need my night vision, so let's just put that in our goodie bag. Put the night vision up there. Alright, so we got some faster speed, which is really going to be cool when we fly, because it's going to make our flying a whole lot faster. Oh yeah, that's nice. And running, that's really nice. Oh, look at that. You get one step. Check that out. So you actually get to just run over blocks. That's cool. That's really cool. There's the sunset. Or is that the sunrise? That's the sunrise. How pretty. Alright, let's get back into our room. Run too fast. Just gonna run everywhere. Okay. Let's get back over here. Let's look at some of the other things that we can make right now that would help our room. So remember I talked about some more ways of making mana, and one of those things that we can make is called an endoflame, which is a flower that's kind of orange. But if you remember up on top of our mountain, we used to have our power source that was wood, and all we were producing was charcoal. And so we have an extreme amount of charcoal that's in storage right now. I mean, it's excessive. So that's something that we could set up to a hopper and allow the hopper to drop. And one of the cool things that it has in here, let's get back to the main page. I think it is in, it could be here. No. Oh, I think I saw it. No. We'll get into the rods a little bit later. Let's go back. There it is, hovering hourglass. The ability to count time is an essential one to anyone who wishes to develop a redstonic contraptions. A single timer, however, can take up both a lot of space and blah blah blah. So basically, what this thing is it's an hourglass that you just place in midair. You can use different types of sand, whether it be regular sand or I think soul sand, and I can't remember what the other one is. Maybe Enderstone, Insand, I don't know. But it takes 3 of them, and depending on which one it is, it creates a way of signaling the dropper to drop stuff. So that's what we're going to set up. So I'm going to need a couple things real quick to set that up. We'll set as much as we can up. I won't record all the setup part, but I'll record some of the crafting parts. So let me get some things together, especially get that room built, and we'll get that started. So be right back. Okay guys, I didn't realize how long our video was going. I was just checking the time, and I don't want another video that lasts close to 40 minutes, so I'm going to show you how to make these endoflames and how they work, and then I'll get the room and stuff built between episodes, and then we'll continue with Botania on the next episode. So let me show you real quick how this works. So I went and got a bunch of these brown flowers, and I went and got a bunch of light gray flowers and a bunch of red flowers. Let's rearrange all this real quick and get some of this out of the way. Let's put these like this, and then what we're going to need is our seeds. So I'm going to only make, I think I'll only make 2 because I want to show you how these work. So then we're going to need our bucket. So let's get our bucket. Alright, let's put all of these in order. So if we look in our book, let's put that there. Actually, let's turn that off because I don't want to suck them back up in my hand. We need a red one, a brown one, and a little gray one. A light gray one. And then we need a mana brown and a mana red. So what that means is I gotta throw the red and the brown in here. So we're going to do 2 of them. So we're going to do 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, so we got those ready. So those are going to be, let's put those one here and those there. Let's move all this stuff down and out of our way because I'm going to set all this up So all we gotta do is click. So we got gray, brown, brown, red, red, and that should be what the recipe is. Let's look one more time just to make sure. Let's pick that back up. So we want gray, brown, red, red, brown. It's cool. All right, so let's do this. Let's fill this bucket up. Put it in here. Let's do gray, brown, brown, red, red, and then a seed. Boom, there we go. Let's fill this up again. Let's do gray, brown, brown, red, red, and then some seeds. There we go. So that made us our endoflame. So let's go put our endoflame. Let's do like one here and one here, okay? So what this does, and I got this mana spreader to collect off of these, and it should already be set up because they usually recognize it. It does, good. So they're not producing anything right now. As you can see, if I click on it, it says it's not doing anything. However, if I come up here and I drop a piece of coal, watch a little spark happen right above the flower. Watch this. Boom. It's going to eat it. Boom. There you go. See it? Now that one ate it. So if we throw another one down here, let's throw it over here, the one beside it is going to eat it. I guarantee it. See? There you go. So these two flowers right now are producing mana, and it's throwing it to this. As you can see, it's building mana up really fast. So these things produce an extreme amount of mana, and it's actually sending it to here, which that's fine. Actually, don't want it to send it to there. I want it to send it to here. There we go. So these things just keep producing. I think if I drop another one, it's not going to pick it up. It's probably going to sit there. Oh, it did eat it. So let's keep dropping some. If we throw some more down there, it should pick them up. And let's see if it does. It does. So it's just going to keep picking them up. So we'll probably set up a dropper system where it's going to drop them in there. But these things are producing rather fast. That's awesome. So that's probably going to be it for today's show, guys. Like I said, I want to keep this one kind of short since the other ones have been kind of long, but I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you are learning something. If you are enjoying it, click that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and go join Twitter so I can start communicating with you guys a little bit better. So yeah, this is episode number 6, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.